Welcome back to Thirsty Thursdays, where we set you up for the weekend with a delicious cocktail. Today, we're diving into a cocktail that lives up to its name, the Insanely Good Gin and Tonic. Now, I know there are a lot of good gin and tonic recipes and riffs out there, but trust me, if there's one worth whipping up and trying right now, it's this one. It was created by Chaim Dauermann during his time at the acclaimed Up and Up bar in New York City. Before we get mixing, let's talk about Chaim. At Up and Up, he earned the reputation for elevating classic cocktails into something extraordinary with subtle yet powerful tweaks. The Insanely Good Gin and Tonic is a brilliant example of this approach. Let's break down what makes this cocktail so insanely good. First, let's talk about our base spirit. Gin is the backbone of any gin and tonic, and while Chaim recommends Brooklyn Gin, we're going to go with another contemporary gin that has a similar citrus-forward profile, Malfy Original. This gin features lemon and juniper and is going to work wonderfully in this cocktail, layering beautifully with our other ingredients, especially the Suze. Speaking of Suze, this is our secret weapon. Suze is a French aperitif that's been around since 1889, but only became available in the US in 2012. A key ingredient in Suze is gentian root, a subtly woody bittering agent that comes from the roots of the flowering gentian plant. The plant's roots take between 7 to 10 years to mature in the Alpine mountains before the rhizomes and roots reach a harvestable size and develop their characteristic bitter compounds. The roots are then macerated in natural alcohol for around a year before being distilled and blended with other herbs. Suze features a bright, verdant, and clean profile with subtle citrus and floral undertones balanced by a bitter, woody finish and perfectly complemented by our gin's botanical profile. In this cocktail, it adds a depth that you don't get in any standard gin and tonic. Next up is fresh lime juice. Fresh lime juice is non-negotiable in quality cocktails. The bottle stuff just does not compare. The lime brings a sharp, refreshing zing and helps balance and marry the tonic syrup and the Suze. These Angostura Bitters might seem like a small addition with just one dash, but they're crucial. In our Insanely Good Gin and Tonic, they add a touch of warmth and depth to an otherwise bright and crisp affair. Now for the star of our show, Liber & Company's Premium Tonic Syrup. Our tonic syrup is made with natural quinine, pure cane sugar, zesty citrus, and a proprietary blend of aromatics and spices. When mixed with club soda, it creates a superior tonic water that offers a bolder, more elegant profile than common tonic waters and is truly the perfect touch in this cocktail. All right, let's put it all together. In a Collins glass filled with ice, we're gonna add 1.5 ounces of our Malfy Gin. Next, we're gonna add half an ounce of Suze, 1/4 ounce of fresh lime juice, and 1 dash of Angostura Bitters. Now, instead of pouring in pre-made tonic water, we're gonna add 3/4 ounce of our Liber & Company Premium Tonic Syrup and top it with about 3 ounces of club soda. This gives us complete control over the sweetness and intensity of our tonic flavor. Give it a gentle stir, we don't want to lose too much carbonation, and garnish with a lime wheel. Just look at that beautiful golden hue from the Suze. This is miles away from your standard clear gin and tonic. The name does not lie. This is insanely good. The first thing that hits you is the complex aroma. On the palate, it starts with the familiar crispness of a gin and tonic, but then unfolds into something much more interesting. The Suze adds a floral bitterness that complements the quinine in our tonic syrup rather than competing with it. The 1/4 ounce of lime juice provides a perfect acidic balance to the sweetness, while those subtle Angostura bitters add warmth and spice that lingers on the finish. And that distinct profile of our Liber & Company Premium Tonic Syrup elevates everything in the glass. This Insanely Good Gin and Tonic is perfect for those warm spring and summer evenings when you want something refreshing but with more character than your standard highball. If you want to make this at home, feel free to experiment with different gins. A more floral gin will emphasize different notes than a citrus-forward one. You could even try adjusting the amount of Liber & Co. Premium Tonic Syrup to find your perfect balance between sweetness and bitterness. That's it for this week's Thirsty Thursdays. Until next time, happy mixing, and remember, life's too short for boring drinks. Stay thirsty, my friends. Cheers.